Welcome, folks. As promised, we're going to go ahead and do this mock-up for the little air scoop for this bit of the project here, so we can finish it up and get ready to go to the races. As I mentioned before, you know, the template had to fit inside the hole on the side panel. So what we got is I trimmed it down, marked it, and trimmed it down a little bit till it just fit in there and rattled around just a little bit. Because when we build this thing up and lay the glass over top of it, we're going to have the raw side on the outside, first of all. So we're building on the outside, so the thickness of the glass is also going to add to the size of this thing, right? So if you made it just to the size of the hole, it'd actually be a little bit too wide, too big all the way around. So it's from experience, I know that 2 layers, 1.5 ounces is going to be, you know, X amount thickness, and I can eyeball how much smaller the armature needs to be to make up for the width of the part itself. And what we want to do is the inside of the part, when we pull it off of here, to line up with the inside edge of the hole on the side panel. So imagine this is the side panel. You want the inside of the part, the outside to be a little bit wider, and the inside to be right there, because we're going to lay one little layer of glass from the bottom side of the side panel inside of this scoop to hold it on. And then we'll go ahead and permanently glue the NACA duct up underneath there. Couple things that we need to keep in mind. The old protractor we use to get the angle of the air duct on the NACA duct itself is about 50 degrees. So what we did is this will be our base, the pattern of the opening in the side panel. This will be our basic, I guess, profile. We put a center line in the piece. So what we're going to do is we want to go 3 inches high, because that's the size of the tube, and we want to go 50-degree angle, because that's the angle of the inlet of the NACA duct. So what we'll do is you want to use your cardboard with the corrugation going this way, because, you know, you want it to be good and strong. And what we'll do is we'll line it up here. And what we did is, on another piece, is we kind of figured what we're going to need to do. We put little lines here in relation to projecting these lines and how it's all going to work out. So it's just, if you've had a drafting class, you know how to project lines from one view to another. So we could end up with a part like this. We could cut it here, we could cut it there, we could cut it there. It all depends on how it looks after we get it done. And we can always remove it, but putting it back on will kind of be a pain. So we're going to make more than we want, so we can cut it off. Same way you do with a nose cone above your feet, right? It's when you buy a nose cone brand new, it's a blank. There's no holes in it. It's so you can cut off what you want. Cutting it off, piece of cake. Putting it back on, not so much. So I will bring you the building of this thing. I'll cut a bunch of these little sections to build up after we get our profile cut out and glued on, and I'll show you how to make one of these things. It's pretty cool. Good fun. Chuck come by today. He's brought an 80-pound bag of concrete. He's going to fill up some old 710 rear tires with concrete to hold his tent down, and he's going to make a set of 4 of them for our canopy too. So cool on Chuck. He's going to play. Well, I'm going to play. We're all going to have some fun. So hang in there, folks. We'll bring you some more as we get to it. I hope you're finding this stuff interesting. That's it. We'll bring you some more when we got it. God bless.